New York Jets,
What's
New
up?
England, Washington, Seattle, Tennessee Titans, Chicago Bears select, Cincinnati,
How many
Buffalo
games?
Bills selected, Arizona, Denver Broncos, Cleveland, Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
You said
Dallas
what?
Cowboys, Atlanta, New York Giants, New York
I'm already
Jets
being in the
selected,
game.
Detroit, Green Bay,
Yeah.
Carolina, Los Angeles Rams select, Oakland Raiders,
Alright.
Miami Dolphins selected. Ready, edit uniform, entering edit uniforms, uniform name option is advanced. Ready.
Black and gifted, masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm back. What's up, Corey?
Right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And the 49er hands team does its job. And he'll get it up past the...
Depth chart. Enter, slot 1, slot 2. AHB selected, slot 2. Slot 3, slot 2. FB, slot, WR slot 3, slot 2. Slot 1. T selected, slot 2. Selected. Slot. Ray select. DT select. Hold selected. Slot 2. MLB. Hold. MLB select. Slot 2. Hold selected. CB selected. Slot 2. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot. And entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game, cancel.
The 20 to the 22-yard line.
Challenge play. And RDT selected. And entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game, cancel.
Here we go. They can't hang with us. Hey, 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Milage. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the 49er hands team does its job. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Hey, alert! Alert!
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Now Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Lock, lock, lock.
On third and long. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Now it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Entering impressive performance pop-up. Good job on your performance so far. Seems like you are above the skill range we estimated you to be in. Please give your opponent a moment to consider an early concede.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on set. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
21. 65.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking for Sanders here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Belage. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Middle. Check nickel. 80.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen, he's going to float this one deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. And the 49er hands team does its job. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Beagle in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Check. Check 3.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage total.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now, and that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. To throw is Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. And for the third.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Monday.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 50 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. 5 yards on the pickup. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rosen will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 27 yards. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try and run it here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
On first down, it's Rosen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And a pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Garoppolo, and he's going to go down again.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he completes it to Wilson. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the 49er hands team does its job.
There we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 36! Let's put them on the buses. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Dolphins have got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Mike 54. Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch that. Yes.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
13.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check right.
Now Balaj. And fights through one man. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be
Slot flex free. Entering. Coaching. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume. Entering. Attention pop-up. Your peer has conceded the game. Entering online hub screen. My leaderboard is selected. Entering. Top 100 selected.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would
Pranked you.